It was a press conference convened by the Kenya Red Cross Society to clear the air on a controversy that now riddles the noble Kenyans for Kenya initiative. The contamination of batches of the enriched maize and protein mix, or Unimix, that was distributed to over 700 schools in up to 5 regions, including Coast, Lower Eastern, Upper Eastern and North Eastern, during the emergency relief program.
270,000 children who partook of this maize have been exposed to a risk that could as well come many years later.
The reality of the potential damage caused by the distribution of the aflatoxin contaminated relief food what dominated debate on the floor of the House on the 3rd of November, in a debate that not only questioned why the danger was not reported sooner.
Red Cross did not share the results with Proctor and Allan or my ministry. It is Proctor and Allan who notified my ministry of the existence of the contaminated batches when they got their results on 12th October 2011. That meaning there was a lapse of 3 weeks, or almost a whole month, when this mini-mix could have been withdrawn. Had the Red Cross informed us immediately?
But also who was responsible?
There is a major cover-up.
If indeed there was a cover-up, the Kenya Red Cross Society remains adamant that it had nothing to do with it.
The insinuation being passed there to suggest that Kenya Red Cross had anything to do with this, or that it was in the distribution pipeline and in the storage where this food was contaminated, I want to categorically, and I already said, this is not true. We tested the food at the source, in the factory.
That factory, that of Proctor and Allan East Africa, the company that supplied over 700 of the 1,100 tons of Unimix purchased. Up to 360 tons have since been recalled by Proctor and Allan after initial and secondary tests revealed levels of the aflatoxin reached levels beyond the threshold allowed by the Kenya Bureau of Standards. While maintaining they are currently undertaking a forensic audit to establish at what point this product may have been contaminated, the company insists it has since undertaken to manufacture fresh Unimix to replace the contaminated batches.
We couldn't just give it just back like that, because you hear what the minister says. It becomes a government responsibility and a government property. So we have to even give it to the government to seize, to then investigate. They'll be the one to destroy it, not even us. So I just couldn't go and hand over. It wasn't their property, it was our property because we had paid for.
And on accusations that the Secretary General may be involved with one of the suppliers.
Could the minister confirm whether Mr. Abbas Gullet, the Secretary General of Kenya Red Cross, is one of the directors of this?
Imehuzunishwa ya kwamba mheshimiwa mbunge anaweza kwenda kutumia nafasi yake katika bunge kuweza kuuliza swali kama hili, ambapo kama kweli alikuwa anataka kujua ukweli haya mambo, angekwenda kwa msajili wa makampuni hapa nchini karibu na bunge na angejua ukweli.
The Secretary General now says they have since imported 2,000 tons of Unimix from South Africa for distribution as relief food as they await official communication from the government. Evelyn Wambui, Citizen Live at 9.